last bone stock class, really.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Knapp Family Racing. I'm here with Jake. We are in South Mississippi, and we picked up the race car today. We are at the Flemming family compound currently, and Skyler was generous enough, along with his wife, who, congratulations to them, just had their 5th child about 15 days ago, but they were nice enough to lend us their motorhome so we didn't have to sleep in the truck. So we're currently in the very esteemed and famous Flemming Family Racing RV race rig. This is where we're going to call home tonight. We got a proper tour of everything that they got going on here. Got to see the track that they're working on. I think you guys are going to be super excited about that. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out their build series that they've got going on. You can watch them clear the land and start to kind of figure out where everything's going to be placed and cut the surface and all this awesome stuff. So go check out Flemming Family Racing on YouTube, Facebook, everything. But yeah, this is where we're calling home tonight, and then we've got a 10-hour pull back home tomorrow in the morning. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit more video between now and when we get back to North Carolina. But we got to go into, what's the name of that town? Pascagoula. I'm sorry if you're from here, but we were down in this town, and we went to this great little seafood joint, got a couple of shrimp po' boys, and then we went to Buffett Beach, about 20 minutes away, and we walked probably half a mile out on this pier into the Gulf of America. Got to see some fish that I've never seen before. I believe we saw a little black tip reef shark. So all in all, it's been a super cool experience. Glad that I tagged along for this ride, and it's obviously awesome to finally get to meet Skyler, face to face. Met his dad and his brother, and just kind of saw how they operate. They're a very successful race team. I got to get a bunch of great pointers and tips of how I can improve my operations, which is always very welcome, especially from somebody who is kind of as established as he is. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. Jake got to get in the car for the first time today and just kind of drive around and see how it felt before we got it on the trailer, and that was good. He did a good job in the car, just driving it around. Car's a great piece. You have anything to say about the car?
Just excited. Got to get it back to the shop, start working on it, get it ready for next season.
Yeah, we've got a couple little things to do on the body, just to beautify it a little bit, and personalize it, I guess would be the better way of putting it. And then needs a transmission service, and probably a couple other things along the way that we'll find that we want to do to it. It's going to need a seat. It's going to need in-date belts. You're going to need a fire suit, helmet, neck roll, etc.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely be hitting up a couple trade shows and things like that. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Kind of makes me wish that we lived down here so we could be in this cool racing community, because you have so many different racers all within an hour of each other, and it's just a really neat community that they have built down here. Hopefully we can build something like this of our own up where we're at, and maybe at some point, if we get enough traction up north, we can meet somewhere in the middle and, you know, have a little a battle of the North Carolina versus the South Mississippi gang, and see who comes out on top. But we are definitely going to be visiting the Flemming Family Raceway, or the racetrack. I know that they have, I just can't remember off the top of my head. I don't remember if it's Raceway or Speedway, but we'll be at the Flemming Family Racetrack, whether we tow our cars down or we rent a ride, something. We will come down here as soon as they get this up and running. We'll be back down here turning some laps, because the property looks awesome. I really think that it's going to be something to see once they get it all put together. So with that, we'll probably see you guys tomorrow and get a full on the road recap of what's going on. So we'll see you tomorrow.
It's gotta be because it's cold.
He's like, the good news is there's no walls.
I gotta fix this seat. I just threw my legs all the way to the right. I'm like,
There it is. There it is.
All right, everybody, we're back. It is, what day is it? Saturday? Saturday morning, moving day. We've got the car on the trailer behind us. We've just left the Flemming family compound, sent out with gifts of speed secrets in the form of a sticker. Jake got some spare wheels, a couple tires to go with what they have affectionately dubbed the turd. Now we're gonna have to get to work on Jake's car while we're waiting on stuff for my car and get him all set up. But we've got 10 and some oddish hours back to North Carolina. So it's gonna be a journey, but we are,
My passenger princess will be sitting here talking to you guys.
yeah, you
while I'm
know,
doing the hauling.
yeah. He doesn't know that real race car drivers don't drive the whole rig. So,
Please.
but we're it's just, I don't even know what time it is. 7 o'clock, just after 7, and we're on the road. So I will get back in touch with you guys when we get back, and we'll kind of go over the car a little bit. But till then, I think I've got a couple naps to take. So we'll get up with you guys later. Alright guys, we're like 7 hours into this trip. We're halfway through South Carolina right now.
So whether they're in man defense or zone,
Morale is pretty low, but we've got college football on, so that's helping. Buckeyes are winning, so that's helping even more. We've ran into, I don't know, 76 different, like, come to about a complete stop on the highway.
For no reason.
And then we get there and there's no indication of why we would have stopped. So that's been neat. But other than that, it's been smooth sailing. Everywhere except Atlanta, but that's Atlanta for you. We've crossed, I think, about 472 bridges. So we've got to see a lot of water. My butt cheeks fell asleep every bit of 4 hours ago. So we've got that going for us. We did get to stop at a Cracker Barrel, fill the truck up, so I got to stretch my legs for about 19 and a half seconds. And we're stopping again. I really hope there's nothing up there. We are kind of racing the clock at the moment. Not too bad. We've still got plenty of time. It says we should be home at about 6 o'clock. Then Jake has to take the car. We got to get it off the trailer at his house. And then he's got to flip around and drive 30 minutes to Hickory to drop the trailer off before 7 o'clock. So if we get in at 6, he'll have plenty of time. But if we keep playing stop and go on the interstate, it's gonna get a little close. But I have faith. I believe that this is going to go over seamlessly, and I will, at some point, be able to see my wife and child again. It's definitely what you want to hear from the person driving the truck.
I'm going to hang it left and take us out of our misery.
Perfect. I've hit as many walls as I'd like to hit this year. But yeah, still trucking. Car's still following us, so that's good. And I'll update you guys again when we get the car off the trailer. Alright guys, we've made it back. The car is at its new home. I'm doing it by the headlights of my truck right now. But the journey's over. Jake took off on his trip down to Hickory. The wife came by to say hello, brought us some jack stands that we can use. But it's here. We're gonna get his area cleaned out. I don't know how much of his house he wants me showing you guys yet, but we'll figure all that out. But we're gonna get the area that the car's gonna go kind of cleaned up, organized, and ready for a car to be in there. Then we're gonna get it up on jack stands and start kind of going over some stuff. I'm gonna bring him a seat that he can put in it just for if he needs to move the car around. But other than that, the trip is almost over. I've got to stop and get something to eat, and then I've got 8 minutes to the house, and then I'll be back home. So the trip will officially be over for me. But it was a great trip. Had an awesome time. Look forward to going back down there and getting to spend a little bit more time than we got to spend now. But until then, we'll see you guys next time.